guy got on stage and attacked me, and my first thought was, why me?
Yeah. What did you?
Why not him? Why not the other fella?
I'm the quiet one. Wait a second.
Yeah,
do you think?
I'm writing all the tunes here, mate.
This, the 4 till 7 thing on your Radio X. Time now to welcome to the show the winner of the Q Icon Award of 2011, the NME Godlike Genius Award 2012, GQ Icon Award 2013, and the 4 till 7 Thang Talented Award 2021. Yeah, he's won a Johnny. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Noel Gallagher.
I know.
Oh. You're right, Noel. Noel, as I speak to you, it really looks like you're talking to me from your cult headquarters. There's figures behind you that look vaguely messianic, a lot of candles. Where are you?
I'm at my studio in London.
Okay.
And, the figures you can see behind me are the Beatles.
Yes.
And the candles you can see behind me are not real.
Aren't they? Okay, I was going to say, that's a lot of lighting there, isn't it?
Yeah, the lighting is very important in the studio, Johnny.
Okay, and can anyone hire your studio, or is it just for you?
People can hire it if they can come up with the magic number.
Okay, what's a magic number for a day? If I wanted to hire your studio to record my own album, a selection of what I call rebop classics, then how? What would you be charged? What would you be looking at charging me for a day of using the Noel Gallagher studio?
I would probably give it to you for free out of sympathy.
A good cause.
That is so. That is
like a beached whale flapping around.
Very good.
Trying to get a tune out of something, so you could probably have it for now.
Actually. Okay,
as I could film it, put it on the internet.
Thank you so much. I'd appreciate. I'll definitely put it on the socials. Definitely, just to be there. Okay, you've got a greatest hits album celebrating 10 years of the High Flying Birds. Back the Way We Came, Volume 1. I like that. Was it your idea to put the Volume 1 on it?
Yeah, of course. Everything is my idea.
Of course.
The reason it's called Volume 1 is because the title was so great that I thought, if I ever get to do another one, I'm not coming up with another title, so we'll just whack a Volume 1 on there, and then the next one in 10 years' time will be Volume 2, obviously.
Do you know what, Noel? What's really weird about it is it's the only thing I've got on my voice memos where I sort of record all memory things that I've ever asked a taxi driver in Spanish just to tell me. Because I knew it doesn't matter what I was doing in Spain at the time, but I said, "What's back the way we came?" in Spanish, which is "por nuestra forma de venir," and I've got that there, so I can always tell cab drivers, "No, back the way we came." And it's just that's just so weird. I look at that, I think, wow, he really is my spiritual brother.
Well, who, me?
Yeah, I sort of thought, wow, it's really the taxi driver.
Oh, the taxi driver.
No, of course I meant you. I'm like your southern brother, right?
You're like my southern bald brother, yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah. You're like my northern thickhead older horrible brother. Horrible. Sorry, I'm actually sounding like your real brother. Okay, here we go. Now, you curated all 18 tracks yourself. I have down there. Did you find other people trying to sort of chip in and help? Was anything decided by committee?
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's very heavily leaned towards the single, so it wasn't that difficult to choose, but no one gets involved. I get to do it all myself.
Okay. Did I tell you I had an episode to one of your tunes? Did I tell you about that?
You always have a story, Johnny, I
had an actual episode properly.
Give you the pleasure of talking to me. There's always some kind of story that ends up in a mild insult, so fire away.
No, this isn't good. Yes, not this time, oh leader. No, it was really weird. I mean, you know your tune, "The Dying of the Light," yeah?
Yes.
Well, I was driving down Northcote Road, which is in the Nappy Valley, and I parked up outside what was the nursery school my kids went to, 18 years before. And the music shop was just shutting down opposite it. And I was their last customer. I just went in there to get some new strings for my ukulele. And I sat there and your tune came on. And I was just remembering picking up my kids from that nursery school, and I just had this most unbelievably beautiful moment because I thought there was going to be no getting old back then. I just didn't think of it, and here I was there, and I sat in the car. The first time for years, I just cried like a good one. I mean, properly sobbed. And all the time that tune was there. And the weird thing is, I don't know what there were tears of, like sadness or joy, but it was just, it was just one of those, it was just a proper moment. Who'd have thought it?
Not you.
No, but it really was. It really was.
Well, I mean, well, thank you very much. I mean, that's what music does to you, isn't it?
Do you get that? I don't want to ask the question. Do you get that a lot? Can you get your head round where your music gets to, how far its reach is, and how it affects people's lives?
No, I never did, and never will. I remember back in the 90s when we first went to Japan, and well, definitely maybe came out, and there's all these kids obviously can't even speak English, are singing the songs. It's just like what?
Yeah. No, but
Well,
it's other things like sort of after the terrible things that happened in Manchester, and they're all around the Memorial bit, and they chose one of your songs to sing. Does that just do you feel like is it heartbreaking or life affirming?
No, it makes you kind of. It makes you realise that actually once a song is out there, it doesn't belong to you anymore. And
right,
that song in particular gives people great comfort. And it's a thing that you find very difficult to put into words. It's very difficult to put into words. It's just that particular thing was a beautiful moment.
I watched it on telly, and I've got to say, it's not only one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And it reminded me, like Noel Gallagher described pop music as a pixie with a sledgehammer. And you sort of looked at that moment, and I'm thinking that's just amazing, just how that's hit me here. And it's just it's just a song that just seems to gather contextual momentum, over the years. And it was such a powerful moment. I was just thinking, how does Noel feel watching this? What is it crush him or does he think?
I was watching it live. I was watching it live
Same.
on the TV, and I have to say, I was, you get butterflies, and then. Yeah. And then your phone starts to explode, and everyone says you're watching it, and it's a moment that you don't even try to put into words, because it's such a communal, inclusive song that you feel a little bit of pride and a little bit of sadness. And,
I tell you what's weird about that song as well is years ago I listened to an interview. Someone was talking about the Beatles music, and they said, the thing about the Beatles is the reason they're not played quite so much is that something like We All Live in a Yellow, the Yellow Submarine, is so part of who we are. It's honestly become like a nursery rhyme. It doesn't, like you were saying, your music doesn't belong to you anymore. It's almost like that doesn't belong to the Beatles. It's like those things you see where it just says trad.melody English. It's you know what I mean? It's sort of trad. It's almost passed into sort of just folklore, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's such a privilege to get any kind of recognition for anything that you do, but to get something like that was so spontaneous and everybody knows that song. It's like when like yesterday when we was at Wembley and the final whistle goes and immediately Wonderwall starts blaring out of the all around Wembley,
right?
And I don't know, it's and all the city banners have got Oasis song lyrics in it.
Yeah,
wonderful thing.
All we got down at Chelsea is madness. I'm kidding. But actually, I was speaking to Suggs, and he told me that Chelsea have to call him up to play One Step Beyond in case if he says the victory is not good enough, they put it back. There we go. When you were picking out the tracks, is it sort of a bit like when I clear out a kind of a loft, and I'm sort of you get memories from it. You sort of think, I remember that little bit. Or they're all pretty fresh.
Kind of think about the songs that go down the best live and what fans have reacted to.
What does?
Holy Mountain, Everybody's on the Run, What a Life, If I Had a Gun. So they kind of pick themselves, really. They kind of pick themselves. I didn't want to put 20 tracks on a CD because 20 tracks of mine don't usually fit.
Yeah.
So 18 was the magic number. And
also 20 is a bit sort of now, isn't it?
It is a bit, isn't it?
Now that's what I call music. 20 of the best. Noel Gallagher's 20 best. Hi-Fi Birds. 20 rockin' good hits. You're absolutely right. You should have gone with 17 and like just a moody instrumental. Just to keep it. Now that's what I call Noel Gallagher. So last week on the show, Noel, we were talking about moments where musicians have had to stop their gig for some reason. I once saw The Clash, and I saw them a few times, but Joe Strummer stopped the gig to tell everyone to stop spitting at him. And he said, if you're going to spit, you might as well go outside, draw a picture of yourselves on the pavement and spit at that. And then he started up again. The air, you couldn't really see any air. It was just sort of spit in the punk days. We had one listener who saw Shakespeare's Sister stop a performance because everyone was clapping too loudly, which is great. We had someone who egged Marilyn Manson in the groin. And it just caught him, so they had to have a roadie on
the black leather trousers.
On his black leather trousers, just to scrub the egg off his leather, which is an odd job for any roadie.
It is.
You know, that roadie scrubbing his groin, just thinking, and leave showbiz? Never.
Trouser tap.
Yeah. So have you had a stop that gig kind of moment ever where you've
We had one at the Etihad in 2009 maybe, where the barrier at the front cracked. And we were halfway through a song, and I was stood to the side of the stage, and somebody came on and said, "Can you stop the show because the barrier's cracked? We need to get everybody to move back." So I stopped the band. Unfortunately, no one had told the singer, and he thought I was deliberately stopping the show to somehow make him look like a fool.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Do we know this thing? Do we know this singer?
You do, the guy in the bucket hat with the maracas. Yeah.
Okay.
He thought I was stopping the gig to make him look like a fool. An argument ensued on stage between me and him. While
Gallagher boys.
While I was saying, "Can everybody take a step back, please?" Blah, blah, and he was going, "What are you taking a step back for? That's not very fucking rock and roll, is it?"
Oh no. Health and safety nightmare.
But he's only got one gear forward. Actually, I won't make any more gear illusions around him. In fact, right. If I says no, I haven't got another one in my pocket. Anyway, any others?
Yeah, missiles thrown on stage. I got a black eye once in Newcastle. The gig was stopped for that, and then there was.
And what do you feel when it's sort of when who gives the signal? So did you say that's it? I'm stopping.
The guy got on stage and attacked me, and my first thought was, why me?
Yeah. What did you?
Why not him? Why not the other fella?
I'm the quiet one.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
do you think?
I'm writing all the tunes here, mate. I've been attacked twice on stage actually. The song was going on while there was fighting, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Did it go with the violence? Was it a nice soundtrack?
It was Bring It On Down, so it's quite a violent.
Oh, that's great. You must have thought, you picked the right tune.
But one of our mates who was working on the merchandise stall for us during the fight on stage.
Yeah, I bet he did.
He ended up on stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, why aren't you on the merchandise stall? I'm having a fight.
Even then, you had your eye on the bottom line.
Absolutely. And we were robbed of £17 that night.
Oh, terrible! But do you know what? Merch men, they don't mind. I mean, that's the reason they become merch men. I think always merch men look like they can go a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all called Barry.
Yeah, or Bob.
Yeah.
It also stuns me that when your first thought when being punched in the head in Newcastle was, why not our kid?
Yeah, well, that's twice that's happened. One guy actually got on stage one night, hopped past our kid to me, and I was like, what? It was more effort to get over here. You could have just given him one time on the way past.
He slalomed past.
Yeah.
He actually sidestepped our kid. Before we say goodbye, and I remind them about this great album, are we still up for that? If I get 7 million quid in an Adidas bag, you'll still put the band back together, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay, and that offer's just open to me as the promoter, right?
Just you.
Okay, nice. I'll get my skates on. Actually, fun enough, I'm quite cash rich at the moment, so that's all right. Oh, and I've had a couple of really good deals come through.
Okay. Would you like to share that with anybody?
No, but I tell you what we're going to do. When I come up to the studio to lay down Rebop Classics, my new swing album. When I come down, and you guarantee I can use your studio for free. I bring all my own musicians. That's fine. I've got the band.
Great, do it.
And I can come up and use the studio, yeah?
Yes, for free.
Excellent. Oh, that is so good, because that was going to be a big expense, and the musicians already costing me a fortune.
Well, the expense will come later on, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Okay, nice. Well, you can take me through all that.
Yeah.
Funny enough, we're looking for management.
Okay, well, it's 250 quid for a cup of tea.
Out of your advance.
Yeah. And don't even talk to me about fucking biscuits. Okay. It's a tea and biscuits economy. Noel, thank you so much for talking to us. Greatest Hits album celebrating 10 years of Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Back the Way We Came, Volume 1, which of course in Spanish you'll all know. This is Back the Way We Came, Volume 1, 2011 to 2021. It's out on the 11th of June, and all 18 tracks, that's 18, not 20, were curated by the man himself. Noel, thank you so much for taking so much time out to talk to us. I know it's busy and you're still hungover from the big final on Sunday, but you are in hangover heaven. Thank you so much for talking to us.
See you next time.
Noel Gallagher, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
Radio X.